So I want to play what this man said and then I want to respond because this is how I'm feeling as well. I don't know if people realize that Texas is not, it's not 100% Trump voters for one. And then you can't be heartless even if they are Trump voters. That's not that. Let's play it.
Did y'all hear what that pediatrician said out in Houston, Texas? Christina Prosper, I think her name is. That those children and those people got what they deserve, you know, because they lost their lives in the flooding. Because she thinks they were Trump supporters. I tell you what, folks like that, son, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I wouldn't piss on those on fire. That boy chats my tail. I mean, who? And she looks after kids. Who says stuff like that? What does it matter? You know, I've always said conservative run there and help you no matter what. They ain't gonna ask who you voted for. You know what I mean? They just gonna try to do the right thing. Majority of them, I would think. But no, not Democrat, not liberal. Anyway, y'all say a prayer for them people out in Texas, man. It seems like it's pretty bad. So, but I just thought I'd share that. I can't believe she said that.
Let me just say, because I've heard a lot of the Republican MAGA when California was on fire, you know, they were like saying that that was from God, that that's happening, and da 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 da. And I feel like everything that is happening is from God in a sense, because I feel like there's a shaking and an awakening of people, and it has nothing to do with party lines. It has nothing to do with you voting in, more along the lines of, if you are a Christian, do you help your neighbor? And neighbor meaning somebody that's right next to you, yes. Somebody in your neighborhood, yes. Somebody in your city, yes. Somebody in your state, yes. Somebody outside of your state, yes. Somebody in your country, yes. Somebody across the world, yes. So the shaking and it being from God, my perspective, is that God is really telling you that there is no party lines at all concerning helping and taking care of other people. That's what I'm getting from this, from these disasters and stuff. But when you're rubbing it in other people's faces, and you're saying you basically deserve this kind of judgment, or what you consider a judgment, it's all the way off. Because what's really happening here is God is saying, do what I told you to do, which is to take care of each other. Period. Not wishing the worst of the worst things to happen to those people. That's what's really happening here. And I just want to say, my mom lives in Texas, and she is not a Republican. She has not been a Republican. She did not vote for Trump, not any time. The last time she was a Republican is before she voted for Nixon, and that was her last time ever being a Republican when he was impeached. She became a Democrat, and she is a staunch Democrat. And there are Democrats in the state of Texas. And let me just be clear. Children aren't in these politics. Little girls and little boys and the children that died in the flood, they have no political affiliation. So wishing harm on them it's just sickening. I'm sorry. It's sickening. Nobody should be wishing harm on children. Nobody. And that goes for also the MAGA, because the MAGAs are okay with harming these children in deportation, and that's horrendous, and it's sickening. So if people are talking about God doing this and God doing that, I believe all this stuff is by the hand of God, yes. But not in the way you think. Not for one party over another party. No, that's not what it's about. It's about, are you going to reach your hand back out And are you going to help your neighbor? Are you going to do what I told you to do? Especially for those Christians that believe in Jesus. Are you going to help those in need? Are you going to protect those in need? That's what's happening here. The shaking that's happening in this country and all over the world, the shaking is happening as to whether or not you're going to put party lines aside and your party feelings aside to care for each other. Point blank, period.